What's going on, guys? Coach Chris here with Forge Through Faith, and today we're going to be addressing the butt wink again. Okay, so last time, or a couple times ago, we addressed if mobility was the issue causing the butt wink. Last time was if stability was the issue causing the butt wink, and today we're going to be discussing if it's a patterning issue. So what does that mean? Basically, what I mean by that, guys, is the brain is not communicating with your body very well. So as you're squatting, you don't really know where your body is in space. You don't really feel your butt winking. You don't feel your chest diving. Basically, guys, you're new. You don't have a ton of experience moving or squatting. So you need to essentially practice the squat itself to take the butt wink out, okay? So a lot of coaches will tell you to practice the air, obviously just keep air squatting, but the problem is you can then hammer home poor movement patterns. So instead, a couple things you could do to create better movement patterns. First thing is to get a box, okay? So if you notice, this box here is 18 inches. Let's say at about this point is where things don't go well in the squat. So what you can do is have the person practice getting their feet in a solid position, chest nice and tall. They're gonna push their butt back slightly, push their knees out, kiss the box, and come back up. So they'll practice their squats at that height until, okay, every squat looks perfect. Then you lower the box. Let's say you give them a 16 or a 14-inch box. You have them go down. Practice pushing the floor apart. A lot of this from a coaching perspective, guys, is gonna be cueing. So cueing them to, a lot of coaches say knees out. I like to say push the floor apart. I feel like that creates better glute tension. So push the floor apart, create a big chest, anything like that to basically reinforce solid squat position so there's not that big butt winking or caving of the chest up top. Another thing I like to do, whether you're using a box or not, is have a counterbalance, okay? For a lot of beginners, counterbalance squats are much easier than even regular air squats because it creates a counterbalance which allows them to keep their chest up. Okay, so grabbing a light kettlebell or a light plate or a kettlebell or a dumbbell, the one I have right here is only 5 pounds, and that's really all that you need. So they, again, cue them to have a solid squat position. They'll hold the plate out in front, and then they'll hit their squat. And this, again, creates a good counterbalance to keep their chest nice and tall, and having that solid position can prevent that butt winking. Okay, another cue to just help them on their position. Again, you have them do a counterbalance. From there, maybe you bring it in, do a very light goblet squat. Theoretically, for most things, you don't want to load the movement before you can do it at body weight. But again, having that little bit of a counterbalance can actually help a lot. So very light plate, 5 pounds, 10 pounds max, absolute max. Hold it out front, squat down, that looks good. Bring it in tight, same thing, that looks good. Get rid of the plate and use your body weight. Okay, so those are 2 main drills that you can use to help hammer home a solid movement pattern. Again, if this is what's causing you to butt wink, practice is the key. So talk to a solid coach, practice those squats so you can get rid of that butt wink.